1,000. Gevork's not going anywhere. Gevork saying, I'm tired of getting pushed around. I don't believe you.
Another king comes off. This makes 3 of a kind for Tree. Gevork again checks. Tree contemplating what to do. Look at this, Vince. He's checking to camouflage the fact that he has 3 kings.
Yeah, down to the river we go. No help. It's a 9 of spades. But is Dr. Gevork going to take a shot at this with a bet?
Check.
No. He slows down and checks.
Well, certainly Tree's going to bet now with 3 kings.
275.
He's going to bet 275,000. Gevork can only beat a stone bluff right now. All he has is ace high.
But he's actually considering this perhaps because he's so tired of getting pushed around. He's going to make the call.
Well, his timing couldn't be worse here, Vince. He ran into 3 kings right there. And in my view, he bungled that hand from the get-go by not raising with the ace-10 out of the small blind. He lost control of the hand. He was put at a guess at the end. He guessed wrong. It cost him.
Tree extends his branches even bigger here on the World Poker Tour. We'll come back with more action. Stay with us.
Tonight's World Poker Tour brought to you by FullTiltPoker.net.
Being related to a professional poker player and, seeing him play poker and his friends play poker, that helped. That helped a lot. Tim, he gives me a lot of advice. When he was on the road, when I messed up on hands, he was there to show me how to play the hand better. Without him, I'll probably still be a basic player. He showed me some advanced poker that I incorporate into my own game.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour, where the Annies are going up to 20,000 blinds, 60 and 120.
And there you saw a little brotherly love from Raymond Dolan there. His older brother, Tim Fan, of course, a world-class, all-around poker player. They have different last names because they have different fathers, so Vince, that tells me that Mom's got the poker genes.
All right, action going to Gevork, a quick fold by him. Tree wing also going out. And now Raymond Dolan with a king 7.
Well, you know that's a mathematical favorite 2-card hand over a random 2-card hand. So he is going to raise it here. 260,000 to go.
With the Hungarian Andras with a king 4.
And sometimes when you raise with those hands that are mathematically slight favorites over random hands, you got to recognize who you're up against. In this case, it's the chip leader who likes to defend his blinds.
Certainly does. And he's not going anywhere.
Nope, he calls with the king 4. So right now, Raymond in good shape. It's king 7 against king 4. Let's see what happens. Well, it comes ace 7 deuce.
Raymond getting the 7s there. Nothing hitting for Andras.
Yep, he's got middle pair with great kicker.
Yep, he's first to act. He's getting chips out.
And he's going to bet 340,000 here.
Into Andras, who got none of that.
No.
But he is a stubborn European. He just doesn't like to give up hands.
Oh, man, this is unbelievable. He's got no hand and no draw here. You see, he's very good at riffling chips. But I'm amazed he's counting out 340,000 here. He's making the call here with nothing.
Yeah, nothing but imagination. And sometimes that can get you in trouble. Let's see, maybe he'll try to steal the pot on the next card. 3 of diamonds.
Well, Vince, his problem is he doesn't get to act first. So it's hard to steal the pot if your opponent bets in front of you.
That's true, if he
Unless
bets.
you just want to come right over the top of him. Now that card does give Andras a straight draw. 5 would give him a wheel. But in the meantime, action back on Raymond. Now, he raised before the flop, he got called. He bet on the flop, he got called. Will he fire yet again? What would Big Brother Tim do here? Well, he is going to bet, and a healthy bet at that. 560,000.
Just applying more and more pressure to the Hungarian. But he is capable of doing anything, this Andras. Very astute player, great reader of players.
Vince, I got news for you. If he came over the top right now, a very difficult call for Raymond to have to make, but luckily for Raymond, that didn't happen. Andras finally folds his hand, and Raymond picks up a nice little pot.
Yeah, enough is enough for the Hungarian, and we move on. Action going to Tree Wing. He has been so impressive, and he has an ace-9 this time. He's from Canada, not a professional player.
Yeah, he's shown a lot of imagination, made some phenomenal calls. So this guy is doing it pretty good here tonight.
250.
Well, he makes it 250,000 to go with his ace-9. Raymond Dolan gets out of the way, and now Andras with an uneventful 6-7, not even suited.
Well, don't count him out with this hand. He is going to lay it down, though, man.
Finally. Now Gevork, though, with an ace-7.
Gevork has just been watching all these other guys play all these pots, raising back and forth, bluffing, doing a lot of things. He's just been trying to catch a big hand, hasn't been able to do it. Finally gets an ace-7 and is going to make a call with it.
All right, so ace-9 versus ace-7. Look at this. Aces and 9s here for Tree.
Well, Gevork checks 2 aces.
Yep.
And he could be getting a little trouble here with this hand. He called with the ace-7 offsuit. He's flopped top pair. Unfortunately for him, his opponent has flopped the top 2 pair.
3.
Well, just like that, Tree hollers out 300,000. And here's the beauty of making all those moves early. Because when you make so many moves, your opponents just finally don't believe you every time you bet. That may be the case here, and if it is, Gevork could be heading toward Whitewater.
Raise.
Uh-oh.
Gevork says raise. This is not going to be good for him.
This is very dangerous.
He's going to have to hit 2 running cards to win this pot, whether it's 2 cards to make a straight or 2 running 7s.
This is a slow train wreck before our very eyes. Put more chips out there.
I'm all in.
And Tree going back over the top, all in. Now, is there any way you don't call this, Mike?
But in my view, Gevork should recognize just with the sound of his voice there that he's got a hand. He's not on a draw here, meaning you could easily get away from the ace-7.
You have ace king.
Did your hand get caught in the cookie jar?
Oh,
Did you just make a move on me there?
interesting talk.
You have set. I've set in the flat board.
Going to the old Mike Sexton cookie jar line.
Well, Vance, he said he started playing poker after watching the WPT on TV. That proves to me that he does watch us.
The longer you take, the better I feel, so go ahead.
Well, he's right about that.
He's daring. All kinds of table talk. You gotta love this. Dr. Gevork in a quandary.
Look how confident Tree sounds. I think as a player, you should pick up on that. And this would be an easy getaway here with this hand, I believe.
Ace no good.
How big's your ace?
Ace.
Well, I know you have an ace. I'm just asking, like, how big is it?
Yeah.
Look how confident he seems. He doesn't care if he has an ace. That should put the caution light on right there.
I have ace. I call.
Oh, wow. Gevork has made the call, and he is not going to like it. Maybe all that table talk got him a call. But as it is, Gevork in dire straits. Going to have to catch 2 running cards to win this pot, whether it's 7-7 or 2 cards to make a straight.
Tree has him covered.
The Gevork family on the rail. Very frustrated by the whole evening. Dr. Gevork could be out of here. He needs to get real lucky.
Well, if it comes 8-8, they would split the pot. But right now, things looking very dim for Gevork. Well, there's a 7, so it's not over yet. Well, Gevork shaking his head no, but he got lightning there. If he hits 1 more 7, he's going to win this pot. Could it possibly come 7-7 to win this pot?
I eat this paper if he hits a 7. That's all there is to it.
Oh, wow.
No!
Well, a 9 comes off, so one of them made a full house, but to Gevork, it was the wrong one. So Huynh picks up that pot. Gevork is going to be our 4th place finisher, Vince.
Yeah. Fun to watch him play. What a grinder Gevork is. Going to pick up $450,000 for his effort here in Los Angeles. And that's going to do it from the guy from Hollywood, California. We're down to 3 players. Stay with us. We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour.
It would be an amazing feeling to win the WPT because the world's best play in these tournaments. It never came into my mind that I could walk away after today with 1.8 million. It was just all fun and games. Now we're playing for some serious money. This is a once-in-a-lifetime situation. I'm enjoying the moment, not taking it for granted, and I want it bad.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. We are down to 3 players at the LA Poker Classic.
Well, the crowd's buzzing right now as we just lost another player.
And these 3 players left are very close in chips.
Well, they sure are. Our chip leader is a lone American, Raymond Dolan. He's got a little over 5.2 million in chips. In 2nd place, Andras Koroknai from Hungary with about 5 million. And in 3rd place, Huynh from Canada with about 4.6 million.
And the play goes to Andras from Hungary. First to act, he's got a queen 6 of diamonds. The lucky player that came out here for a little vacation in the sun on the beach of Redondo Beach with his buddies, took a shot at this tournament, and now could become a millionaire.
Well, we've already seen how aggressive he is. He is not slowing down just because we're down to 3 players. He raised it here to $260,000 with a queen 6.
Huynh. He's got a pretty solid ace 10.
Well, he knows Andras is a very aggressive player, could raise with any 2 cards, as he's done here. So what do you do with ace 10?
720.
Tree's going to bump it up to $720,000.
Well, that's a healthy raise, Vince. Nearly a $500,000 re-raise here.
Next to the line, Raymond Dolan.
Oh, look at this, Vince.
Whoa.
Incredibly has picked up 2 kings. He's the current chip leader. The pot's been raised and re-raised in front of him. You got to love it.
2 million.
Well, he's going to bet 2 million. He's not going to fool around either. He's pulling out the heavy artillery.
Andras losing interest, mucks his hand.
And I can assure you the tree is not going to like it here.
Not at all. This is a chainsaw to the old tree right here. And he's going to fold.
Well, indeed he does. So Raymond Dolan extends his chip lead. And Vince, what's incredible to me is that the 3 remaining players are playing in their first ever WPT event. That is unbelievable. Something I don't think we've ever seen happen before, certainly not in the last couple seasons on the World Poker Tour. It just shows you, folks, that anybody who gets an opportunity to play in a WPT event can do it. These 3 guys are fighting for the title.
Boy, if this is what happens in your first tournament, you are hooked for life. That's all there is to it. You're a lifer. All right, action going back to Raymond. Picked up king's last hand, ace 6 of hearts this time. He's going to raise it to $300,000. And Andras behind him with an ace jack.
Well, every time he's had that ace jack, he's raised it. I don't care who's bet in front of him or what they've done.
Good ace.
He's going to be consistent. He's raising it here too.
Yep. Looks like a total of $775,000.
Tree's got the 7-11 hand. He gets out.
Yep.
So we're back to Raymond in the chip leader. Got him covered by about 1.7 million. Just doesn't trust this Hungarian whatsoever. He's going to make the call here with the ace-6 of hearts. So big pot brewing here. Over 1.7 million in the pot right now.
Here's the flop.
Well, flop comes ace, queen, deuce. Both players have flopped a pair of aces. Andras, of course, has way the bigger kicker and is in great shape. Now Raymond's staring him down. See if it does him any good, if he can read this man. Well, certainly. Andras going to make a continuation bet here. $875,000.
Be very careful, Raymond.
Now, Vince, you call a raise before the flop, you hit top pair. Tough to get away from it, especially against a guy like this who could bet on any 2 cards like he does a lot of the time.
Raise.
And he's going to raise it.
Well, going to test the water right here.
Test the quicksand, you mean?
Well, I don't blame him.